Hi everyone, it's Taylor here today, and I would like to walk you through how I created these simple rainbow birthday cards using the new designer masking stencils. Let me show you all the different products we're going to be using to create this project. First, I'll be using the Party Pennants Background stamp, and then I will be using a happy birthday sentiment from the Friendly Phrases stamp set. I'll also be using the Embossing pad kit, which is a set of 2 rubber mats that can be used with stencils to create a raised impression and make stamping across your stencil even easier. Next, I'll be using the designer masking stencil in the square shape and a little bit of purple tape to hold that down. And next, I'll be using several colors of ink to do some blending. I have Cherry Pop, Cookie Monster, Jelly Donut, and Pineapple with the coordinating blender brushes, and I'll be using Oreo ink to stamp the background. So first I'm starting with an A2 card base, and I'm going to align that within those etched lines that are on the stencil so that I know that that square opening is perfectly aligned in the center of my card base. After doing that, I'll start my blend with Cherry Pop at the top, and then you can see I'll go with the pineapple ink next. Now yellow and red together make orange, so where those 2 colors overlap, we're going to get a pretty orange color. The same is true when we go with the Cookie Monster. The pineapple and Cookie Monster will overlap to give us a pretty green, and then we'll finish with the Jelly Donut. So I'm achieving all the colors of the rainbow, but not actually using every color of ink. So here I have those 2 mats from the Embossing pad kit. They come in 2 different thicknesses, and this is where you need to play with the tension of your machine. I have my platform fully closed, and I'm using the thinner of the 2 mats. You could open your platform and try using the thicker mat, but the idea is that when you put this through your machine, it's pressing your cardstock up into the stencil, raising your cardstock to the same level of the stencil, and allowing us to get a good impression on our stamped image with the stencil in place. So I'm going to place that stamp over the opening, ink it with the Oreo ink, and you'll see when I stamp that down, we're going to get a perfect impression all the way around the outside edges. So you're not left with that lip around the edges that doesn't quite catch your paper all the way. This technique solves that problem. So next we'll be stamping the happy birthday sentiment below our masked opening with the pennants. I'm doing that again with the Oreo ink. And then I decided to add a few rhinestones to the project. I thought it needed just a little something sparkly, so I grabbed my dish of sparkle and a little bit of liquid glue. I'm going to apply those with my pick and place tool, which is Embelly Jelly, and place those rhinestones down onto the dots of glue that I applied. So then the project is pretty well finished. I did go ahead and make a second one using the designer masking stencils in the rectangle shape. There are so many different things you can do with this technique, so I hope you will give it a try in your craft room using the embossing pad kit. You can find all of these products at the Tailored Expressions web store at tailoredexpressions.com.